and let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Alright, we're going to do a simple comparison between the Taurus G3 and the Taurus TH9. Hey, we want to take a second just to let you know that we offer concealed weapons classes in South Carolina. We are in Anderson, South Carolina, so if you're local to us, check us out at defensetraining.org. We also offer other training as well. You can check that out again, defensetraining.org. Also, we make holsters. We have custom holsters that we make, so you can go check those holsters out. They are ambidextrous and both inside and outside the waistband holsters. They are made of Kydex. They have a lifetime guarantee and a 60-day money-back guarantee. So check those out at defensetraining.org/holsters. All right, back to the video. This is their newer version. They do have the TH9 compact. This is the full size. One of the differences that I noticed between the compact and the full size is the compact is not ambidextrous controls. It only has the controls on one side. It is ambidextrous magazine release right here, but not controls. So your safety and your slide lock on the compact are only on one side, so keep that in mind if you're looking for a gun and you want it ambidextrous. This one is totally ambidextrous controls. You've got your magazine release, slide lock, safety, all on the right hand side or the left hand side for your right and left hand users. A couple of different things with them. The G3, they are empty. I've already checked and cleared them. This is my personal G3 here. I have put a Lakeline Industries barrel with a Lakeline Industries micro compensator. You can find that at lakelinellc.com and just go to the Taurus section and you can find all that good stuff over there. So I have put that on there. With this one, a couple differences here you can see in the trigger. This one has your little trigger safety right there. Alright, so your G3 has the trigger safety. This one does not have a trigger safety. This one with the safety on the side, I'm not a fan of these safeties. They're, when I'm drawing and trying to get this one out, it's a little bit harder, but I am a fan. I do like this safety here. This is a very large safety, so I can get my hand, I can get that easy to where I can't get it as easy here. See, that one actually has a lot of stiffness to it, so I really have to hit that one. This one, when it's up, I just barely fan down and the safety comes off. This one also has a decocker, so you see it's hammer fired here, and you just pull the decocker just like that, and it will decock it for you. They are both, this is 17+1. This comes with, of course, the 17+1 magazine. They both have your accessory rails here. If you know me, I'm a fan of Olight, so you can get the Olight Ball Door Pro. You can pop on this one and it sits nice and snug with the G3. This is like 16 or 1800 lumens with the laser, green laser. This one's the same way. It does not fit quite as snug though. You have to actually go out. It won't fit in the closer one, it fits in the further one. So it's not quite as snug, so I have to reach my hands out. And in all honesty, typically I just hit it with my thumb here and then it would come on. So that's not a big deal. Or you could go to the Olight Ball Door S or Ball Door Mini, and then I could just actually, I could sit it just on out there with the barrel here, or if I need to pull it forward, I can go to the shorter one, come on back, and I can put it something like that. Now the Ball Door S will sit almost flush here because it's about that much longer, so it would sit flush as well. And you can do that on both of these. In fact, this is one of my stash guns here. So it is stashed and locked away in a room. So I put it here. And this is basically how this gun sits. So you could do the same thing. I have not seen barrels for this one yet, but I also haven't done a whole lot of searching. I have a feeling Lakeline Industries will probably come out with a barrel for this one. They are different barrels though. You can look at this. You can see the difference in the barrel there. They're just different builds. They're different magazines as well. The magazines do not interchange. I wish they did. One of the things that I like on this one is it has your little recessed grooves here for your fingers. I really like the way this one feels. I can really get my hand in. I have my typical daily carry is a Glock 19 Generation 3, which has the finger grooves. So I really am a fan of the finger grooves. Accuracy on this one, I do believe, is actually better than the G3. I've done a little bit of shooting with this one, and I was putting them at least touching the same hole. The next hole that I shot, I was touching the next hole. After a few rounds, I was able to really, you know, make a good grouping at 7 and 10 yards, not too far away. This one's not quite that accurate. The sights on this one are different. They're the Novak beaver tail sights. So they're done like this, but Lakeline Industries does carry some nighttime sights if you're looking for sights. The ones on there are okay. If you can see that, they're okay. But I do know some of you want to upgrade to the sights. They're actually a little bit better than your G3 sights. They're bigger, so you can see them a little bit better. But I didn't have a problem with these sights the way they set. On my G3 Tactical, of course, it has the suppressor height sights, which are nice. And then, of course, you have the red dot or the optic on that. This one, as far as I know, I have not seen an optic option on this one. I would like to see it because I like this gun. I honestly, I think I like this gun better than I like the G3. This one shot, it felt a little bit smoother. It does have the double single action, so when you rack it, it's going to be back in that single action. I can put the safety on, pull it. If it fails to fire, I just pull that trigger again, which I had to do. I had some hard primers and a set of ammo that I had, and then it would pop, nothing would happen. So I just pulled the trigger again, and then it would fire on me, which is nice about these guns. It has that double strike capability. It is nice in the range time. It doesn't fire the first time. I don't have to do my 30-second count. I can just pull the trigger again, and typically it will fire. It also has it's up on the self-defense side. If it fails to fire first time, snap that trigger back real quick again, and if it fires, keep going until you stop that attack, or if it doesn't, then you tap and rack. But you have that option of it firing, and I believe it's about 93% of the time it will fire. If it failed on first fire, it will fire second fire. I believe that's just the statistics. Some of you that may not train a lot with that tap and that rack, you may want to go that route to hopefully alleviate some of that, get you some good ammo. But if it does hit that primer and it doesn't go off, you just pull that trigger again. And again, I believe it's 93% of the time it will fire. I'm not saying not to practice your tap and rack, but by then, if they're attacking you, you probably just need to use this as a club. Any gun you have, if they're that close, you're gonna have to use it as a club, get them off of you, pistol whip them a few times, and then tap and rack. You know, if they're a little further out, you may have time to tap and rack, but if they're point blank range, you're not gonna have time. You're just gonna have to start beating with your pistol. Yeah, guys, as far as comparing the TH9 to the G3, I'm actually a fan of the TH9. I like it, I think, a little bit better than the G3. I like my G3s. I have several G3s. I have several of the compact versions of the Taurus, you know, G2C, G3C, etc. But the one on this one, I like the finger grooves, and I like the trigger a little bit better. And the accuracy for me is a little bit better with this gun. So overall, I'm going to give this one a better review. This one, if I had to choose, the prices are about the same. So you've got the G3 or the TH9. The only big difference is it is hammer fired, but it does have that nice safety here for those of you that really like those safeties. This is a very easy safety. Pull out your holster, and you can see it's on both sides, so you come out and it goes right down, so now I can come in on target. So yeah, so this is just a base review, not a range review, just a little overview that I've saw with this one. I'm leaning more toward the TH9, so for any of you guys looking for either another gun to add to your collection, maybe you already have the G3, or you're looking for a full-size economical gun that's a decent gun that'll last you a long time, this Taurus TH9 might be the ticket for you. Alright guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training. Stay safe, stay armed. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.